So I've decided to narrate through this video for once to try and explain some of the things that I'm going to be demonstrating and some of the gameplay mechanics that I've incorporated since the last few videos. So let me open it up. Alright, so this is the outskirts of Redscale Village. I've got a couple of units here, an angel and a demon race. So click between them. Both of them are wearing about mid-game armor and weapons just to demonstrate some of the graphics and particle effects I've got going on. Demon's part of the party, so she follows me around. You can click between them with this little selector and also swap between the characters at any time. So I've incorporated a status menu, so as we go through, it's got pretty much your traditional RPG elements in it. So overall status of the characters, you can change your equipment, there's going to be 5 equipment slots, skill tree has been developed and is working. There's about 120 different skills, active and passive, that can be bought based on the 16 classes and then the passive that anyone can use. So I won't go into depth of all the individual abilities yet, but it works. Gambit system is going to be pretty big for this game. Going to be fully customization of the artificial intelligence of the party members. So right here you've got 8 slots. Any slot I can put any ability in, and then any ability I can customize the settings, so when to use it, what's the trigger, add it to the gambit, whichever ones I want, and then can do this for each of my units. Also just general settings, is this unit the tank, the assist, are they attacking, following, stuff like that. So that's the gambit settings. You can swap between the characters, set each character's information. And then just a simple inventory. So I'll go back through the gambit and skill trees a lot more in depth later on. So going into Redscale Village here, show you a couple other aspects of the gameplay. So the village only has a population of 2 at the moment. I've got a blacksmith working to upgrade to all the different components and the equipment, so everything is infinitely upgradable. In the actual game there'll be a cost to the upgrade and actual components you need to find, but for now, just to test it out, everything works, everything is upgradable. And over here, a jeweler, where you can craft necklaces and rings. You can see over here all these items floating up in my debug mode, and it showed up earlier, just being added to my inventory. So within the jeweler is going to be the main crafting area, so you can make necklaces and rings, and with each one you can slot up to 8 gems. Eventually it won't start out with 8, and you can slot any number of 13 different unique gems, which will have a couple dozen different tiers as far as their stats. So as I socket more gems, their overall stats change, and then I can create that necklace. The name and stats are based on which gems I choose. So let's create a ring also. Just throw some random stats in there. Create, and one more ring. And create. So now I can go through and equip those. And just for the sake of it, let's go upgrade them. So upgrading the items, the first couple of levels have a pretty big effect on the stats. After that it starts leveling off. So even though they're infinitely upgradable and they continuously get better, the improvements get pretty negligible. So there'll be other special NPCs eventually, but that's it for now, until I incorporate the rest. A little library right there. And show you a few other spots in the town. A nice little horse-drawn carriage here for some fast traveling. And up here is a wizard's tower. Got caught there. The wizard's not here yet until I set him up. Be one of the special NPCs that can help you out. Also a portal here for some more advanced fast traveling later on in the game when it's unlocked. Let's go back down. So this village is going to be basically the hub village throughout the game, returning to it constantly, upgrading, buying new units for the party, stuff like that. So let's go back around. Over here are the barracks where you're going to do some class changing, unit buying, messing with the party, stuff like that, but it's not implemented yet. And up here is the first dungeon that's going to be explorable. It's not really a link to it yet, it is made in a different file. It's just not accessible yet from here. So these are going to be the mines that you can go into for the first quest and first dungeon. So would love for some feedback, especially on the menu system, whether or not it's intuitive, if I should have a bit more information than I currently have, or anything else.